All right, welcome back to Not Our Finest Hour. I'm Jeff. This is Alex. That's Nick. And I wanted to start off by asking you guys, did you know, I saw online the other day, there was an argument going around that some people don't actually have a voice in their head when they read like a book. Like when they're reading in their own head, there's not like a voice playing. Do you guys have a voice in your head when you read?
Yeah.
It's just my voice.
You guys ever that's weird to me that people wouldn't, because you ever have your voice is reading, but then you're also thinking other thoughts, and you have to go back and reread.
Yeah.
You're talking over yourself.
Yeah, you're ignoring yourself.
Yes. Yeah. Or do you guys ever try to read it in that person's voice?
Yeah,
like
totally,
if you're reading let's say an email from somebody, or I don't know, even a let's say a
Harry
book
Potter
about Harry Potter. You're like Daniel Radcliffe's voice in your head,
right?
Trying to read it that
or even
way.
before, if it doesn't have a movie, you're trying to imagine what the voice sounds like. Yeah,
and also I think it's the same thing for picturing things in your head. Some people can't have a movie going on in their head or picturing objects. It just doesn't exist.
That's so weird to me.
Yes.
I have a voice. I have movie going on in my head at all times. I can't not. If you're telling me something,
you're picturing
I'm picturing it the entire time you're talking.
Totally.
Life has got to be
very
so
visual.
boring.
Right, totally.
Yeah. That's crazy.
What happens as a kid? When the teacher's reading a book to the class, you just sit there and you don't see
You're
anything?
just absorbing information at that point. There's no.
So weird.
So those are the people that don't like to read anything. They can't get entrapped in a book.
Can we make that a disorder or something?
I don't know. I don't think that's
you don't
true.
Have a voice.
Let's get rid of them.
But that's not, I don't think.
Whoa!
That's not what I meant. Get rid of the disorder.
Golly, sounds good, Bill Gates. All right.
Whoa.
That's another topic we could talk about. But
What did he get rid of?
people with vaccines. It's all over. You guys have never seen that before?
He got rid of people with
vaccines. Polio vaccines over in India.
Oh, not people who have vaccines, but he used
No.
vaccines
He
to
used
get rid of
vaccines to get rid of population.
Is that real?
I mean, that's a big conspiracy theory, but there's lots of video proof of it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Conspiracy theory, I don't know if I immediately.
But there's a video proof of it. So, I mean, I feel like it's not necessarily a
another one's
conspiracy
dead.
theory.
Another one dead.
I mean, anyway, but what you said, it's not necessarily true that they can't read a book, because I'm not a huge reader, but that's how I think. I think because I think so much that way, I get into a book and I do exactly what Nick says, and my mind just starts doing this.
Oh crap! I
and then
gotta
all
go
of a
back
sudden
and
it's
restart that paragraph.
I don't know what that is.
I haven't been tracking for 3 pages.
Seriously,
I'm just
right.
Yeah.
I'm not a fast reader.
No,
but man,
but have you ever met people that can read a book in a day? They're just
yeah,
just fired out.
I feel like an idiot. I feel so stupid.
They'll talk to me and be like, "Oh yeah, I read 100 pages in an hour." I'm like, how? In what world is that possible?
I think it takes me a minute and a half to 2 minutes per page.
Right.
Yeah.
Not front to back.
Right. No, totally. Me too.
And I'm normally, if I want to really absorb it, I have to read it out loud, or else I do get distracted.
Oh, but I don't have that problem.
But Katie, for those of you that don't know, my ex-wife, so she can read like that. She can read like this. She would read, when she was growing up, she would read a Harry Potter book in a day. She would just hole up in her room and just read a whole entire Harry Potter book. If we ever played games, trivia games, I could never play with her because she would read the question and answer it before I was halfway done reading the question. I'm like, dude, I can't do this. Give me a freaking second.
Yeah.
I mean,
she's
such a fast reader.
There have been countless times where Nikki is trying to show me a text or something that I have to read, and she'll be like, "You're still," because she thinks it's funny or something like that, and I'll start reading it, and she'll be like, "You're still not done," and I'm like halfway through, I'm not even close.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, before we continue on, just want to give you a reminder to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, everywhere else you get your podcast. These guys are making fun of me. But yeah, would love a follow, a like, and leave a comment. Give us some ideas on what you want us to talk about next. We love reacting to things and doing off-the-wall humor. And so, yeah, just give us a follow.
Yeah, totally. So you guys know how, basketball exists?
Yeah.
That's a terrible. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, I had something with this, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it is that time of year we're entering into March Madness, getting ready for that, and it got me thinking about playing basketball as a kid out in the driveway.
Yeah, on our very not flat driveway.
Right.
The one thing mom and dad promised us in a house.
Yeah.
They tried. But
I
it was
know they
just-
did. I
They
know.
couldn't.
If
find
you ever
one.
got a bad bounce, you're chasing it all the way down the street. 'Cause
Yeah.
we're also on
Yes.
like at the
Like,
top of
that's
a hill.
why. That's why
everything's downhill.
That's why when we were old enough to drive, we would park our car at the end of the driveway.
Yeah.
to block
just
it.
block,
block
it.
it.
Yeah, yeah. But did you guys ever like if a car was driving by and you're by yourself, just immediately take it up a notch? You're like trying to
Oh yeah.
look as good as possible
100%.
in case it's like a scout, either for college or NBA
Dude,
or something.
I don't know how many times I did this. Like as soon as I read this morning, like I was just like, yes, every freaking time. Like every time I was like, that could be an NBA scout. And
Right.
I'm like, I don't think any NBA scouts live in Overland Park, Kansas. But I was always, pull out your best moves out of your bag and like, you know,
Yeah.
they got the goal on 8 foot and you're dunking. Like you're like, oh, put me in the NBA.
Right,
5'9"
totally.
white guy. You know,
Yeah.
like. it
I would
was-
do like turn around fade 3 immediately.
Oh, yeah.
and just toss it up and then like chase after it extra hard to go get it. Show that I put in a lot of effort. This guy really.
I know. I think it just like speaks to like guys' desire to be like the hero. You know, like do you ever
Yeah.
ever do that with other situations? Like if I walk into a store and I see somebody that looks a little sketch, I don't like to judge them. My mind immediately goes to when they try to rob this place, here's how I'm going to
Yeah.
save everyone.
Gotta be honest, I don't do that.
You don't do that? Oh,
No.
every time. Like
Yeah,
every time I'm
I
in
do
any
that.
situation and someone's like, I just don't really, I'm like, oh, this is exactly how I can save the day. Like,
I'm usually like, if this 6-year-old boy starts trying to hit people, here's how I'm going to take him out.
oh my
I'm just kidding.
Why is it always about kids with you?
Oh, it's not Nick. That's Nick.
Yeah.
But I want to take it one
go
step
ahead.
further
Yeah.
because I will be, if I'm playing basketball and there are no cars driving by where I don't have to pretend that they're scouts, I'll be like, okay, if I miss this, my whole family dies.
Oh,
and
totally,
I shoot
yep.
it. I'm like, but if I miss it, I'm like, but I get 2 tries on it,
Right,
and I spin
totally.
like,
Rebound
oh,
it.
But this one didn't touch the ground.
Oh,
Right.
but
And
now
then I lay it up.
and now it's opposite day, so they're
Yeah.
all alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you do. Well, it would also do the just 3, 2, 1.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you're
Yeah.
hitting a buzzer beater, and then you like start it over 3,
Right.
2, 1.
Yeah.
Oh, but there wasn't actually 3 seconds.
There's
left.
a foul.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Somebody called the timeout.
Yeah. Right. Totally.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
God, I did so much of that
All the
growing
time.
up. I would do that with like baseball too.
Mm-hmm.
We downstairs before we finished our basement, there was like a little cutout where the desk is, you know. Now where the desk is, where like the touchscreen is.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, it was just concrete. So I spray painted a target on the concrete, and that's where I would practice pitching.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the winter, I would just go down there and I would just practice throwing a baseball against that wall
Yeah.
for hours.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Did you pretend any scouts were looking through like the little window down there? or
No, I
something?
didn't pretend. I knew they were there.
Yeah, they were there. They were watching. They're keeping an eye.
They were
Hey,
watching.
kid. What are you doing in 10 years?
Your mom. Oh man,
dang
he's
it.
got it.
He's got it.
He's
This
so
guy,
in.
this kid.
Have you seen the father son duo that does all the like dad videos where they dress alike, like with the New Balance and like all that stuff?
Does the dad have glasses and curly
Glasses,
hair?
like longer, not
Yeah.
longer hair, but and then he has like a white beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they did one like that feeling when someone walks by and compliments you on your lawn.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's like laying in the lawn like this, like kicking his feet behind him, just like
Yeah.
it's like the
That's
best day
Yeah,
ever.
they're funny.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
really good.
They also have one.
Oh,
They-
I know exactly.
You know
who
who?
you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
The
Like the bed
the
one.
McFarlane.
You ever
Yeah,
seen
that's what I was
whatever.
gonna say. Where they're like, oh, I just need this piece. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
this long by this.
I have
He's like,
something-
hold up, and runs to the basement. And is
Yeah.
like digging through things and like and comes upstairs.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh
Those
my
are
god,
really
perfect.
I've had it for 20 years.
Yeah.
It's such a dad thing to do too.
Yeah.
Just like keep something
It's
for
so
so long
good,
in case
right.
Yeah.
you never know. I might need it.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I told your mom I might need it.
Oh my gosh.
That's great. That is great.
Oh man. So, couple of would you rather's because who doesn't love a good would you rather? Would you rather continuously get dogs that die every 2 years for the next 30 years, or have one cat for 30 years that bites or claws at you whenever it sees you?
New dog every 2 years.
100%.
Yeah, I'm
probably
not-
I deal with the grief every 2 years.
You
Yeah.
could make
Just
the
get over
cat thing 10 years. I'm still choosing new dog.
You
for
could make
30.
the cat thing not even claw you or anything. I just
Just
don't
have
want
a cat.
I hate cats.
I'm pretty allergic to cats too, and I don't
Are
like
you?
them. Yeah.
it. What if you? Well, in this scenario, you're not allergic to them.
I feel like
You
cats
just
are
don't like
so
them.
pointless. Like they just keep to themselves. They're temperamental.
You're
like
gonna get a
living
lot
with
of
a
cat
teenage
lovers.
daughter.
You're
Like,
gonna
why
get
are
like
Yeah.
you're gonna get like one cat lover in the comments. You gotta be careful. They're gonna be
Yeah,
like, hey,
Well, not all cats are like that. There are
everybody's-
cats that
everybody
are.
has entitled to their own opinion. I don't care if it pisses
even
people
even
off.
you.
That's a good point, Jeff.
Like, why do I need to not
Double
say it
down,
just
baby.
because? Yeah,
It's just a joke.
no, it wasn't a
But
joke. You were
no,
being
I-
serious.
I
That wasn't
agree.
a joke. You're the cat lover, aren't you?
Oh no. But
Little kid lover. Want him to know more my priorities
Okay,
are.
guys, we're like 5 minutes into this, and we've talked about little
Nothing.
kid stuff twice already.
Yeah, well, get
well,
ready.
it's a double
Buckle up, baby.
It's a double negative.
Oh,
now we're
gosh.
monetized again.
right.
But
Not
yeah.
double negative.
No,
double jeopardy
Cats suck.
on company property.
I-
With company property.
What is double jeopardy? I don't think you know how double jeopardy works.
What is we're fine? I think is what you're.
Oh, yeah, what
I
is- we're
declare bankruptcy. All right. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, so I think cats. Some people do have cats that like to. They're cuddly and they're nice and everything. They play, but that's not the majority of the cats that you see. So yeah. They suck.
Yeah, in my
Yeah.
experience, yeah, I just haven't. I mean, I don't have any use for cats. No, thank you. But I have met cats that are nice. Mm-hmm. It's just
Yeah, there's
I think
nice.
too-
They're not all mean. It's just like I don't know. I'm
But it's
such
also
a-
like you don't know what you're gonna get if
Right.
you get a cat. It
Right.
could be mean.
Yeah.
But in this scenario, it is mean. Like that is
Right,
the
yeah,
whole
they're
thing. Is that
clawing
it is
at you,
mean.
biting you,
So
that-
yeah,
yeah,
I'd rather deal with being really sad every couple of years that my dog passed away.
Yeah, I think I'd get over it eventually. Like if you have a dog that passes away every 2 years, you're just like, all right. Like,
Yeah, you just have to go through the potty training every 2 years.
oh, you didn't say puppy. You just said dog. Can I adopt it from a shelter? And it's not. it's already
it's a
potty
new
trained.
puppy.
Yeah,
It starts as a puppy.
Some
every
puppies
time.
aren't that bad. Like Dakota was great with potty training, and he was really quick.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
He peed everywhere anytime someone walked in the house.
No, you're thinking about his excited pee. That's different. His legit like
But
potty
it's, like,
training. He
able
wasn't
to-
just
Yeah,
peeing,
yeah,
he was
yeah.
always going to the back door.
Yeah.
And always going outside.
He's
to
a
pee.
good dog.
Also,
Yeah.
Jeff, I think it's funny. You said that like, oh, you didn't say that they were puppies. You read the question.
That's true. I didn't read the question.
Hey, I didn't say that they were puppies.
Yeah, I didn't say anything. But speaking of animals, would you rather be able to talk to animals or breathe underwater?
Breathe underwater.
Talk
Really?
to animals. I'd
Why?
rather talk to animals.
I'd rather talk to animals too, and I have my reason, but I want to hear why you would rather breathe underwater.
I don't know. I just feel like then you could do so much underwater.
Like what?
You have
Whatever
nothing
you
that
want.
could do?
You have a whole
Like
ocean.
stay in the bath for like an hour?
There's an ocean, lakes, everything.
But what are you gonna do underwater?
Whatever you want.
I'm
And
just-
if there's like
I'm
if
just
there's
not a big
if there's
ocean
a plane
person.
if there's like a plane crash or your boat crashes or you fall somewhere, I don't know. If you end up in a situation where you have to tread water for
You're
a
on
long
the
time,
Titanic.
you can just breathe underwater. You're fine.
How many
It's
times are you
true.
ending up in a situation like
In the
that?
pool, imagine playing mermaids in the pool. You wouldn't
Mermaids?
have to come up
Playing
with
mermaids in the pool.
What?
What are you doing? What are we talking
You guys,
about?
So I would
you
rather
guys
talk
are
to
losers.
animals.
Everyone plays mermaids in the pool.
I would rather talk to animals, and the reason is like I just don't think there's that many things I would want to do underwater. I'm not an ocean person. There's like my whole view on the ocean is once I get out far enough where it's deep enough for sharks and everything to be hanging
Yep.
out, like that's where they live. They don't come
Right.
to my house. Like I'm good.
Right,
Like,
I'm
you
gonna
just-
stay away. Yeah,
I'm staying
there's
away.
no
Like,
need for that.
you just do you, bro. Like I'm not
Yeah.
going. So I don't really.
that's fair.
I don't want to go scuba diving. Like I just not.
Well, you wouldn't have to.
Right, but
You just go
I
diving.
mean, there are people that do that.
yeah, but
like
what about,
freediving.
what about like lakes and ponds?
Lakes are so dirty you can't really see anything.
Right, you wouldn't
Not
be able
all
to
lakes.
see.
Not
So,
all lakes.
The lakes
but
near us.
What am I going to do underwater there?
Swim.
I can swim now.
Yeah, but you can't tread water for hours and hours. You could just
Yes, I
float
can.
underwater and
And look at the dirt. Like
okay, 2 likes on this video and Jeff's gonna tread water for 2 hours.
that's not true.
Nick and I will like the video.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, I would definitely rather talk to animals. But I will say, if you could breathe underwater, being like an underwater welder, that would be easy, right? You wouldn't have
Yeah.
to have any equipment or anything. You just go
That's what I'm
underwater
talking
and do
about.
the
See?
welding and stuff. So you can make a ton of money doing that. I think they make a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
Make a bunch of money.
Welders,
Yeah, underwater, like on boats and stuff.
Oil
they
rigs,
don't
everything.
weld underwater.
Oil rigs. Oh yeah, I guess it's yeah.
They
I guess
weld
that's
them-
true. But,
They don't build the boat underwater.
That's why I said oil rig.
but they go under. They'll fix problems with the boat or like scrape barnacles and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, you have to be an underwater welder to scrape barnacles.
Probably right.
But no,
don't know.
Nick would only use it for jobs, I guess. I didn't even think about the money aspect. Yeah, you could set a Guinness World Record for longest time holding your breath.
You know
No
you
one
don't
has
make
to
any
know.
money for that, right?
It's about the prestige.
Prestige worldwide.
you wouldn't make any money for being able to talk to animals.
I never said I would.
I would right. That was you were
And
trying
you
to make that
100%
argument
could.
right there.
How? I could make money if holding my breath
Do
underwater.
you know how many people would come to you?
Do you know how many people would want to hire you for their kid's birthday party? I can breathe underwater.
But you know, like how many people would be like, something's wrong with my pet or whatever? Can you talk to them
Exactly.
to tell me what's going on?
Exactly.
And there's no way for them to know that you actually know how to talk to them. So they
Until
just
you
think you're
tell the
crazy.
vet what's wrong with them, they fix it, and they're
However-
like, "Ooh."
However,
But that's not even the big thing.
you
Go
could
ahead.
prove that you can breathe underwater because you just be underwater for like a whole day and be like, holy
Right.
crap, this guy can breathe underwater.
Right.
Okay, here's
But
another
that's-
reason I wouldn't want that, because if my skin gets pruny at all, it makes me nauseous. Like just to like rub it together or anything, I'm just I
You don't
like
have to
that.
rub your hands together.
But if I touch something underwater with pruny hands, like I'm just gonna be like, "Ugh."
You know what? Anytime I shove a nail into my foot, it hurts. So I can't deal with nails. That's how you
what?
sounded. That's how you sounded with pruny hands.
That is not
was
at
a
all
terrible
even close.
comparison.
It was the same thing.
Also, I just want to say that I like the reason I would choose to talk to animals is not because I could prove it to people. It's purely for me. I want to be able to talk to animals.
You
so
wanna
I can
know-
talk to my pets. I could talk to any animal that's around. I think
I think we know
enjoyable.
why. I want to know what's going on in Luca's head.
There's not a lot, not a lot going on in that. But I mean, think about it. Like for me, even to be able to tell like my dogs, like that I love them and have that conversation with them, that would be really.
You don't tell them that already.
But like for them to understand it, I can talk to them. They'd be able to understand it.
Yeah, I get
Okay,
it.
you do
I get
that,
it.
and I'll
Explain
play
things to them,
mermaids
talk.
forever.
All right. Well,
Enjoy that.
all right. Here's one last one.
Okay.
Would you rather be able to never eat, or rather, I guess, would you rather never be able to eat meat again, or never be able to have milk again?
Never have milk. Wait, I need to clarify before I answer. Is it any type of milk or just like cow's milk?
Cow's milk.
Okay, I would never be able to have cow's milk again.
Nick, no meat ever, or no milk ever?
I'd probably do no meat ever.
Whoa.
Probably no meat
Are
ever.
you serious?
Just got to be able to have
Wow.
things with milk in it. It's just too much of a restriction for me.
But you can have other milks.
Yeah.
I know, but to be able to go out to eat and be like, oh yeah, I know I can eat what's on the menu here. Like I don't have to worry about if there's milk in it or not. I don't need to ask
Yeah.
for like a
Oh,
restriction.
you
I
said
didn't-
drink milk.
No, I didn't.
What'd you say?
I said never be able to have milk again.
Right.
oh.
Yeah. So
I'd
like,
still say milk.
I would say
be
I
without
don't
milk.
already don't drink milk, or like I mean
You don't
Everything you-
consume any products with
no,
milk
I
in it.
do. I'm saying like, but
Boom.
this
Oh,
is
that's
almond
almond
milk.
milk.
Almond milk in
Oh.
here, like
Yeah, but what else is in there? Vanilla
syrup.
Yeah, you're probably good.
so. If it was drinking milk, it'd be easy for me because like I already don't drink milk.
It's just
But
consuming
if it's
milk.
but like cheese, like you can't have cheese.
I have to have
regular
cheese.
cheese. You can't have sour cream, cream
Yeah.
cheese, like any of that.
And at this point, there's enough options for like fake meat, so I can just consume fake meat, and I can do that.
I guess.
Everyone's doing like their impossible or whatever.
it now.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
more popular. But it's just, I mean, I have to be able to have cheese.
Okay.
I love cheese.
Here's my would you rather. It's a good one.
Okay.
Would you rather you don't have this, but it always looks like no matter what you're wearing, your nipples stick out this far, or
How does it always look like that if your nipples don't stick out that far?
It's just whatever you wear it just always happens to do that, and so everyone was always thinking,
like
"Wow, that guy has
Pinocchio.
huge nipples."
It's like, phew.
yeah,
Just fill with the Holy Spirit,
or
baby.
it always looks like you have a giant turd in your pants. Like you're walking around and there's a giant turd in there.
Ew.
Again, you don't have either of these things.
How do you think of these things? Like, what?
Welcome to my mind. And I thought of that right now.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I would rather have it look like a giant turd in my pants. I would rather do that.
Me too, because you aren't seeing it.
Right.
But you don't have a giant turd in your pants, right?
No, you don't
No,
have
it
it.
looks like
you
it.
can if
Okay.
you want.
Okay. No, I don't want it.
You
I
can
just-
it just looks like that, and then you can actually have one in there, and people
Yeah,
think it
that's
just looks
true.
like that.
yeah, I'd probably do the turd in my pants thing because
Yeah.
you can like sit and it's not, but walking around where
Right.
it looks like your nipples are like this at all
Right,
times.
sitting down,
Like,
right? That's just always.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Hey, brought up.
You know
poop,
what-
though?
Of course
It's
it did.
true.
You guys know what it's time for?
What?
Hot takes.
Hot takes.
Nick has a hot
baby.
take.
I have a hot take. Lord of the Rings isn't very good. I got to be honest. I just don't think it's very good.
I must agree because I've maybe watched one clip from one of them. I've never watched an actual movie.
Yeah, maybe that's the problem is I didn't like grow up hooked on Lord of the Rings or like watching it, but I watch, you watch them through. They're just so boring. There's just nothing happening.
They do lots of walking.
Lots of walking. That's great.
And the guy
That
guy
is-
kicks his helmet one time, and then everyone tells you, "No, he really kicked that. And he broke his foot."
So I disagree. I think The Lord of the Rings is really great.
Why?
I just like
of the walking?
Okay, yeah, because of the walking.
I love a good walk.
So I was in, I think I was in middle school when the first Lord of the Rings movie came out. So like I was of that age where, like what they were doing in the movies and everything was really cool to me. And
So you think middle
But-
school is of age? Interesting.
Three.
oh my god,
3 times.
I told you, buckle up, baby. No,
20 minutes
but
in.
I'm very easy to please with movies. Like I can watch just about anything,
Yeah.
and it's like I'll be okay, like I'll be entertained.
Okay.
Like really,
No, yeah.
So
I have a
not-
hard
he's
time
not a
picking
good
movies because I'm just like
benchmark for it, then.
anything really sounds.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of like your eating. Like
right. Yeah, I'm
where-
super picky with eating, but with movies, it's like
You
what do you want
two-
to watch? Like I'll literally be entertained by pretty much anything.
You two are the opposites when it comes to movies. 'Cause
Yes.
You are way more like critical of things. You want it to have a good story. You want it to like be well balanced.
Right.
You are. Yeah. You're just like I'm somewhere in the middle, but probably closer towards you because I can just flip anything on and I'll find a way to enjoy
and
it.
even then, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
Not
even
gonna
then,
do it.
I have
I-
never once in my life
I do
had a
think-
moment where I'm like, "Ooh, I want to watch Lord of the Rings."
Right.
I do think it's like a generational thing as far as like you when it came out, you guys were so young. By the time that
Oh,
you were
even though we're in the same generation, you're right.
Right, we're both
okay,
millennials.
maybe an age
We're all
thing,
millennials.
maybe an age thing, like
Yeah.
where by the time you were old enough to really watch it, there was other movies out that were better. Like I don't know. I don't like
So
the
you're
Hobbit
sa-
movies.
So
I
you're
don't
saying
think
there are
the
a lot of
Hobbit
other
are-
movies that are better.
I never said that there weren't movies that are better. I just said that I think that Lord of the Rings is really good.
Oh, really good. Okay.
Yeah.
I like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. I hear you there, except for I completely disagree.
Have you
It's
seen
just-
all of them?
Yeah, several times.
You guys know that Nathan went and he watched all, like they had a marathon at the movie theater of all of them, the extended cuts.
And he went.
And he went and watched
Nice.
all of them. They're all like 3 hours long or more.
Yeah, so him and I are in the same
And so
camp. He
they're-
likes it too.
He must. He never talks about
Yeah.
it, but he must
Makes
like
sense.
it. Yeah,
I mean-
because it makes sense. It's boring and not fun to watch. So
Wait, what?
Just go
I was
ahead
saying
and go
him and
watch
I are
it.
very similar.
Oh.
Like we have very similar personalities. I feel like he
you're
would
both
probably.
boring,
Oh my gosh!
and
dude.
you love to walk, which is great.
love
That's
walking.
true.
It's
True.
good.
Love a good
It's
walk.
low impact exercise. I
Yeah.
think that's good for you.
So if
So
we're gonna
watching
go,
people walk is really fulfilling.
if we're gonna go hot takes on movies, I would
Yeah.
say trilogies like the original 3 and the second 3 Star Wars. They're all garbage. I think we've talked about this before.
What about the third 3?
The third 3, like, are you talking about like
The
Rogue and
newest
like,
ones.
I like
no,
the-
not Rogue. No. 7, 8, and 9.
7, 8, and 9?
7, 8, 9.
There is no 7,
Why
8,
is 6
9.
afraid of 7?
What are
There
you talking
there are.
about? What world do you live in?
Are you
You don't
stupid?
know that there's a Star Wars 7, a Star Wars 8, and a Star Wars 9?
You talking about all the stuff that like prequel, all the movies that came out?
The ones that came out most recently?
Yeah, I like
The,
those.
the Rise of Skywalker, and then I can't remember the 8th one, and then
Oh yeah. I like those
you like those better than the other 6.
way better.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
I have
way
zero
better.
respect for any movie.
Did
Takes
you
Two
watch
provide.
any of the fighting scenes?
Yes, have
It
you watched
looks like they're trying to swing something that weighs like 500 pounds. Like, yeah.
And whoever's
Have you
blocking
ever
it
swung
is
a
just like,
lightsaber? Maybe
No,
they
but
weigh a
have
lot.
you watched episodes
actually,
1
yes,
through 3?
I have.
Those
As a
fight
kid,
sequences
who
are
hasn't?
insane.
Who hasn't swung a lightsaber?
That's true.
As a kid, I could swing it faster than
That's
that.
true.
A real one, idiots.
If we're going real
Okay,
one,
but here's
you're
the deal.
idiot.
I
Episodes 1 through
kind of like what
3.
Nathan did. There was back to back weekends where a couple of guys came over to my house and we watched the original 3, like just boom, 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 all in one night. And then the next weekend we watched or maybe it was the other way around. And watched them in proper order. So like the
1 through 3, then
1 through 3, and then 4 through 6.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I mean, I love you guys. I know you guys are huge Star Wars fans, but it's just isn't. My
I'm just
jam.
trying to understand how someone can like Lord of the Rings more than Star Wars.
Oh, way
Right,
more.
not like
Way more.
Was Star Wars boring to you?
And Star Wars
Yes.
was made 30 years before.
Star Wars is boring, but Lord of the Rings is a great time. Did you know that?
Yes,
My
absolutely.
eyes
was.
hurt from doing that.
I mean, the first Lord of the Rings is not super action packed, but like the second
None
one,
of them.
The second one is
Less walking.
2 towers.
Less walking.
They only walked for 2 out of the 3 hours.
Oh
in
my
the second
gosh!
one.
Get out of here. I liked it, so whatever.
Yeah, that's
So
no,
Jeff said he can watch anything and like it, but then Star Wars, he's like, no.
I just can't wrap my mind around you liking Star Wars 7 through 9, but not 1 through 6.
So much better.
4 through 6 have the best storylines. 1 through 3 have the best action, and 7 through 9 are the worst of all of it.
Yeah, I don't understand how you don't like 1 through 3.
The originals or like the
No, those
second
prequels.
set?
Those were
because the
prequels.
acting is absolute hot garbage.
No, it wasn't.
No, the acting was great.
What?
Ewan McGregor, he's like one of the best actors there are.
No,
Is
those movies are terrible.
Yeah, it is. So that's fine.
Those movies are terrible.
how about Lord of the Rings? I could walk. I could be in the movie.
Totally.
I'm a terrible
I'll walk.
actor.
Okay, agree to disagree.
Look at me.
Oh, yeah, I'm walking. Oh, boy, ring.
Oh, there's an orc.
Yeah,
Have you guys ever seen like somebody like ruin Lord of the Rings in like 2 seconds? Like if they
It's
were
Lord of the
already
Rings ruined
ruined,
itself.
yeah.
well, like they like you know how he flies in on like the big eagle or
No,
whatever.
because I haven't watched it. Did you not?
Then how
listen
did
to
you
me?
not? That if you haven't,
Did you
wa-
not listen to me?
You said you have watched them.
I said I've watched maybe
Clips.
a 30-minute clip of one of the movies, and
Oh,
it was
I
when
thought
I
you
was
said
2
you-
years old.
You don't remember it.
You were only the 2, but yeah,
Yeah.
you were young.
You know what I'm talking about though? Like when Gandalf flies in on like the eagle.
Yeah.
They're like, if they would have just done that in the first place, they could have just flown to Mordor and dropped the ring in the volcano, and then boom, movie over.
Yeah, you'd think.
So anyway,
But, well, I mean, how are you going to walk if that's...
Yeah,
that's
they
the-
wrote like non-negotiable 45 minutes of walking in this
Oh my
episode.
gosh.
Right.
Do you have a hot take? That's a no.
Not as hot as episodes 7 through 9 are good and episodes 1 through 6 are bad. That's the hottest take I think I've ever heard.
Well,
7 through 9 is so terrible.
I don't agree.
7, I will say, episode 7 wasn't like super good, but I was like, oh man, they could do something cool with this. And then episode 8 came out. I was like, okay, yeah, they're not going to do anything good. It's terrible.
And they're like, "Hey, what if we did Rogue One?" Was that part of 7 through 9?
No.
No.
But
Yeah.
Rogue One was
They
good.
they
I
did like
Rogue
opposite, right?
One.
Then they do like 7, 8, 9, and then in between those, like every other year, there was like the right?
Yeah, they had
Rogue
like
One and
Star Wars related movies, but it wasn't related to 7 through 9.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't.
I think they
direct
could redeem
tie-in.
but like
themselves
Rogue,
if they
like that
did
was
your
the
idea.
prequel.
Rogue One was supposed to take place between episode 3 and episode 4.
I still
Oh,
think they
that-
could
okay, yeah,
they
yeah.
could redeem themselves if they did your idea and made a Vader movie.
Yeah.
Dude,
called
a
it
Vader,
Vader.
movie would be freaking amazing.
Yeah, that's what I want is a Darth Vader movie because the end of Rogue One when he's like going
Dude.
nuts.
The best
was-
that is
yeah,
by
we
far the
talked
best
about
scene
that,
in
yeah.
any Star Wars movie.
Oh yeah,
In my opinion.
super good.
So good.
But
Oh, but you know what?
uh-huh.
There was a lot of walking in that scene.
He did.
So
walk
maybe that's
in
why
that
Jeff
scene.
liked it.
He's like, dang, you see
Yeah.
him walking?
You know what wasn't in Star Wars 1 through 6? A lot of walking.
That does make sense. My favorite movie ever is A Walk to Remember.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
I'll keep you in mind next time I see a movie where there's a lot of walking.
Sweet.
Be like,
I appreciate
"That's for
that.
Jeff."
I feel the love.
Yeah.
I
This
feel the
movie
love.
sucks, but there's a lot of walking.
Right up
Right.
Jeff's alley, baby.
Yeah. All right. Well, Nick, you got anything else for us today?
I got a Reddit reaction, baby.
Yeah.
This is from the subreddit. Am I overreacting? So you have to decide if the person is overreacting. Get it? Okay.
Yep.
My mother-in-law texted my husband about me asking him to help with our newborn at 4 a.m. This is what the text said. Again, it was to her husband. I hope you're okay, and I hope you are standing your ground about some things. Your father told me that your wife wants you to get up and feed the baby at 4 a.m. I think that is a big request. Does she not think your sleep is equally as important, especially when you have to be behind the wheel driving early in the morning and then needing to function and using your brain at work? It's not like you can take a nap in the middle of the day at work. I will not say anything to her. Don't worry, but I do hope your voice. I do hope you voice your. Whoa, I just totally lost where I was. I'm sorry. But I do hope you voice your honest feelings about that to your wife. These newest first days and weeks as a new mom and dad are special and a learning, growing, and bonding time for the three of you. Does it bother you at all that the two of you haven't had much time to experience that alone? Anyway, just worry about you. I understand that you didn't physically give birth, but that doesn't mean your worries, stress, and sleep are less important. And that's the end of the text. She says, for context, I had an emergency C-section birth, and I do most everything, but I've asked my husband to handle 4 a.m. feedings so I can get 3 to 4 hours of sleep at night. My mother-in-law has also made complaints that my mom has been over frequently to help around the house while I heal from the birth. I currently don't want her around me or my baby. Am I overreacting?
No, the mother-in-law's crazy. Like, you're just expecting. I get it that he's working and she apparently she's not.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that he can't do one simple thing.
Totally.
Like, holy crap! If he went to bed at 9 or 10, he's still getting a solid 6 to 7 hours of sleep.
Totally. Yeah. Right.
I agree. He
That's crazy.
that's first of all, they're grown-ups, butt out. Like, let them handle their own business.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's frustrated about getting up at 4 a.m., like, don't have a kid.
Right.
Like, I know
totally.
I
Your
was frustrated when I got
expectation
up in the middle of the night too, but it wasn't like I was
For
like,
other reasons. It's
like they're not sleeping, or
Yeah.
Harper would be up for 2 or 3 hours after she fed, just like wanting to party.
But if it's something
Right.
I know it's going to be at this time and it works out that way,
Right.
you're not
Right.
as frustrated. It's the
I know
other
every
things.
other like,
Totally.
but also too, like, one thing mom was really good at, or is really good at, is she's realized that it's different. There's a different dynamic between a mom and a daughter and a mom and a son. Like,
Yeah.
there's just a different dynamic. So when she said, well, she's also upset because my mom has come over and helped out a bunch.
Yeah.
She's not upset because the mom has come out. She's upset because she hasn't been invited over to help out, is what I'm guessing. That mom, his mom, is probably
Yeah.
like, well, I haven't been invited to come over and hang out. Like, that's not fair. So she's like kind of moaning and complaining about that. But mom's always been really good noticing, like, I know it's just different. Like, a daughter's going to want her mom to come over and
Yeah,
be with
so
her
she'll
and,
offer.
and help her, and she'll
Right.
offer. And even the daughter will request it, right? Whereas the son, like, feels independent. He's, like...
Yeah. But
like,
what I'm
yeah.
saying is, like, mom will offer, like,
mom will offer, but she
Right.
also doesn't take it personally.
Right.
When
Yeah.
it's like, like
Totally.
when Katie's mom would come
This
over or
this
stuff
mom
like that.
did not offer. She was just upset.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
is that, like, she's
Yeah.
being ridiculous. And
Right.
I was just saying, like, mom has always done a great job of recognizing
Totally.
that different
Yeah.
balance.
Right. Totally.
So
Yeah. Different.
I don't know,
and,
but
and
yeah,
I
it's
think
fair,
I think going back to earlier, you said, like, it's a generational thing. I think mom and dad had a different dynamic than what was typical for other parents that were their ages, where dad helped more. He would be
did,
up in the
yeah.
middle of the night to help with feeds, whereas most dads didn't.
Right.
They
Right.
got all their sleep and they went to work and they came home and they said, like, let's eat dinner and then I want to do my thing.
Right.
Right.
And dad
totally.
didn't do
I need
that.
to relax because I was at work all day. or
Yeah,
whatever.
and maybe that's why we are the way we are, where we're more involved in our children's
active.
lives because that's just what we saw growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and it also is different too, depending on if the mom is breastfeeding or if the mom is
Totally.
not breastfeeding, or if,
Yeah.
like, she's pumping enough to where you can take a feed at night.
Totally.
But, like,
And-
for our kids, they both didn't. They both were like formula fed.
Yeah.
And so it was like, okay, well then it would make sense that we would trade off so that we're not,
Yeah.
one of us isn't dying.
Yeah.
And the other one's like, oh, I'm totally fine. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
If we were at a phase where it was strictly breastfeeding throughout the night, I would try to take a feeding where like I would get up, get the baby's diaper changed, and then hand off and be like, I'll
Yeah.
do this because I hear the baby's awake, and then I'll come wake you up and say, time for the feed. Baby's already changed. Just feed her and put her back down.
Totally.
So there were ways to help.
Yeah.
We were fortunate in that, I guess. And our second child just was a really great sleeper throughout the night. So very early on, she was sleeping through the night, and we had to wake her up to feed her at times.
Yeah,
We
totally.
got to make sure you're
You gotta
getting this
eat.
feed. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I've a couple of initial thoughts on it. The first one is every couple has their own dynamic that they have to figure out
Right.
for how they're going to do things with their babies.
Right.
They've got to figure out what system works for you. I've known people who they both get up every time. I've known people who say like, I'm taking this stretch for these hours. You'll take the next stretch for these hours. So
Right.
they can both get uninterrupted sleep.
Right.
And then obviously other things too, but everyone has to figure it out. The other thing is, it would be one thing for the husband to tell his dad about like just informing him like, yeah, this is kind of what's going on. I took a 4 a.m. It would be another thing if he's complaining to his dad about it, because then that would be a problem. So that's where I'm like, you should probably talk to your husband a little bit about this to make sure that he's not just complaining about it. 'Cause
Yeah.
if he's complaining about it, he should be talking to you if he has a problem with it.
Yeah.
Rather than going to his dad and complaining about it. And then all of a sudden, because that's when you turn your parents against your spouse, is by complaining.
right.
But if he's just simply saying like, "Oh, I'm tired today because
Yeah,
you know, like
totally.
I woke up for the 4 a.m. feeding," I guess it just affected me more than I thought. Yeah,
Right.
that's different.
And in lines with what you were saying, it sounds like his dad didn't do anything, like or
Yeah.
really much. Definitely didn't help overnight.
Yeah, it sounds that way based off what the mom is saying. Like,
Right.
you have to use your brain the next day. Like, do moms not need to use their brains?
Right,
like,
totally.
doing,
She makes it sound like
yeah.
he goes to work and the wife just sleeps all day with the baby.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, well, that's not happening. You know?
If the baby's up all night, you already know for a fact the baby's going to be up most of the day because
Yep.
it's daytime.
Yep.
So it's just like, I don't know. What are you doing
And it's
here?
1 4 a.m. feeding.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be okay.
Yep.
Like,
And if that was if I knew I was always doing a 4 a.m. feeding or 4:30 a.m. feeding, I would probably just set my schedule to where I'm going to bed to get 8 hours before that feeding, and
Totally.
then I'm just up.
heck, even just being like, hey, I'm gonna get like 6.5 hours of sleep
Yeah,
or something
for a
like
season.
that. Right. Yeah. I think expectations play a large role. Yeah. I know this is what's happening every night.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
that's
You
great.
can plan ahead.
That's totally
Yeah.
fine. I can deal with that.
Yeah. All right, so this is Reddit advice. So you guys are going to listen and then give advice to what you think this person should do or shouldn't do.
Ooh, we can call it advice from us thrice.
Oh, there's 3 of us, Jeff.
Thrice.
Okay. All right, my coworker keeps asking me for money, and I genuinely don't know how to handle it without making work awkward. This guy and myself are not close friends, but we share lunch breaks sometimes and talk regularly. Over the last 3 months, he's asked me to borrow money 4 times. First, $20 for gas, which was fine. Then $50 for groceries. Then $40 for something else. Last week, he asked me for $80. I said yes every single time, and he's paid me back maybe $30 total. I'm not rich, but I do have some money saved up, and I think he somehow picked up on that, which makes it worse. We work on the same small team, which means I see him every single day. I don't want to blow up the dynamic at work, but also can't keep doing this. What should I do?
I would say don't worry about the work dynamic. Just stop giving him money.
Yeah. Definitely.
Go ahead.
Definitely stop giving him money. If you want to recoup any of it, you probably just need to be like, hey, this is an emergency. I need, and then ask for like a little more than what he owes you and be like, I will pay you back tomorrow, but this is an emergency. And then just pay him back what you owe him the next day. That way you get yours back. But I know you probably have something to say about it.
Yeah, I went. Thanks. When Nikki and I first got married, there was someone who had been asking her for money quite a lot. Not at work, but just someone that she knew. And he would ask a lot of people for money. And basically what would happen is he would ask for money. He's like, I can't make rent, blah, blah, blah. And then like 2 days later, you'd see a post online where he's like, I can't believe I got to go to this concert, or I got this new Xbox or something like that.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, that's not great.
Exactly.
And Nikki felt really bad about stopping, like helping him out. But he would ask for like $100 or $200 or something like that is the point it had gotten to.
Ridiculous.
And we just told him, hey, well, the last time he asked was when we were married, just early on, and he asked for $50, and we said, hey, we'll spot you $50, but we're not going to give you any more money until you've paid it back. Once you've paid it back, then, if you need help in the future, let us know, and we'll let you know if we can help you out.
Right.
And then we never heard from him again.
Yeah.
Like, just never again.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't think this guy needs to be mean about it. I think my advice would just be like to say, hey, like next time you ask, you kind of like that.
Right.
You know what? Like, I understand that sometimes you need cash, but you've borrowed quite a bit from me and you haven't paid hardly any of it back. So until you pay me back, I'm just not interested in helping you out anymore.
Yeah. And
Like, I'm just not.
I
I'm
think
just not
people
gonna
need
do
to
that.
realize that the people that are asking for money and doing stuff like that specifically where they're not really paying you back, they understand that it will make you uncomfortable to bring it up. And so that's why they're like, oh, I can do it as much as I want, because they won't say anything.
Totally.
It is totally within your means and totally justified for you to say, hey, you owe me this amount of money and I need it. Give it back, please.
Yeah, and I think some people just are so like aloof. Like they're just so like they don't even think about it. So like this guy might not even be thinking about the fact that, well, it'll make them uncomfortable. They're just like, oh, they've given me money before. Like, I'll just keep asking. Like,
Right, totally.
Like they're just so self-focused that they just.
I'm in a bind today, so let me.
Yeah.
Right.
But also like
That's also part of
you're
it.
working at the same company. You're working
Right.
like on a small team. So the
Right.
chances are you're making close to the same amount of money.
Totally.
What I would just be like, bro, what are you doing with your money? Why do you always need money? I would just ask.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
What is it that you always need money?
Is
Like,
there-
do you have a family member that's sick? Like, what?
Right.
I don't understand. Like, help me understand why you need money all the
Yeah.
time.
Or just being like, hey, can I point you in the direction of a resource for someone who can help you manage money well?
Yeah, like the government.
Can I do something? Right. Totally. Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
Food
Can-
stamps.
Yeah.
Like, just
can
stuff
it-
like that.
Right. Can I point you in a good direction for that? But also, I mean, actually, I lost what I was going to say, so never mind.
If you want to go the petty route, you go to lunch, you order a bunch of food, and then you walk out and leave him there, and he has to pay for it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. If you really want to,
You
you
won't
wanna go
get
to
your
the petty-
money back, but
Right.
he will have to pay for the expensive lunch.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's where I think, like, you stop giving him money. If it becomes a problem at work, you talk about it with your boss. You just be like, hey, look, he's been causing a lot of issues at work for something that doesn't involve work, because he was
Oh,
asking me for
totally.
money
I didn't
and
even
was
think
like,
about that angle. Yeah.
Right. Like, that's like he's making problems at work because I'm not giving him money. Like,
Yeah.
and let your boss kind of handle that accordingly.
Well, not only that, just bring it up to your boss. Just say like, "Hey, by the way, he is asking me for money, and it's making me uncomfortable."
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's not a healthy. It's one thing to ask like friends or family, people around you for money, but to ask coworkers is like
It's
different.
really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
And I
really
don't
odd.
even, I think that I get the last part where it's like, I don't want to blow up the dynamic at work because I'm very much like, I really value the dynamics of the workplace and
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
interrelationally, like I want to make sure that everybody's good. Like I'm a people
Yeah.
pleaser naturally. So I understand why he's saying that, but also like just as I get older, I'm learning like it's not my job to manage their reaction. It's not my job to manage their thoughts. So if he's not paying me my money back, I'll just be like, hey man, I'm just sorry. You're not paying me back. If you want to pay me back someday, then great. And then maybe I'll think about it. But until then, and then if
Yeah,
he reacts
totally.
poorly, it's like, that's on him.
I have something that might blow your guys' mind. I worked with someone, this was years ago, and she told me one time that some of the guys make like suggestive comments to her, and one of them has even smacked her in the butt, like at work. And I said, that is not okay. Like, if you should report that to HR first
Right.
off. That's huge.
Immediately.
If you're uncomfortable with that, I can anonymously report it for you. Like, I'm happy to do that, but I want you to know, because she said some things like, "Oh, they're just being guys." I'm like, that is not just being guys.
No.
that is predatory. That is not okay.
Right.
It needs
That's
to be
messed
handled
up.
now.
I would have no problem putting my job on the line for that. I'd just go
Right.
straight up to that guy and be like, hey, you need to cut that out. You do it
Right.
again, you're going to have to answer to
Yeah.
me.
Right.
Like,
That's not okay.
That's
on
not,
any level.
No.
Super messed up. But
Yeah.
that was kind of like, I found myself at this company in that kind of a role where I would be talking to people who weren't sure what to do. I'm like, dang, I'm not in HR. I probably shouldn't be giving you this advice. But like, that's messed up. You should report it, stuff like that.
Right.
Right.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah, I do not like not. I mean, I'm an emotional person, but there's not many things get my blood boiling more than when guys do stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, right. Totally. That's
And it
messed
hurt
up.
even
It's
on like a
terrible.
deeper level when I heard, well, they're just being guys. I'm like, that's not even
Right.
true. Like,
Right. Yeah. Where are you receiving that message from that they're
Yeah.
just being guys? Because that is not normal. guy
Probably
behavior, and that's
from
not
them.
okay.
You know.
Yeah. From them, or like maybe from even like her own childhood or something. But yeah, that's just messed up. That's terrible.
Oof.
That's terrible. But all that to say, fella, you're worried about this because you're a good guy. Stop giving him money. There you
Yeah.
Agreed. All right, what's next?
go. We can do. Do you guys have any rants?
I mean, I can do. Yes.
Do you have one?
I do.
Don't
I do.
just.
It's a Chipotle rant again, but it's
Okay,
because it just happened to me again.
Okay, because I want your heart to be in it. I don't
my
want you
heart's
to
in it.
just. I don't want you to just say something because you feel like you have to have a rant.
No,
want
I
to
have.
know- Okay.
I was legitimately pissed about it this week.
Please.
So I know I've talked about Chipotle a bit in the past, how much it costs, all that kind of stuff. But I went there again this week, so I've been trying to eat a little healthier. So I got a bowl, and I wanted steak. He put rice in it. I don't like beans. I asked him for steak. There was like maybe a scoop, maybe a little over a scoop left in the little tray, and they needed more steak. I could tell that he was trying to give me less steak so that he had enough left over for another person because they didn't have steak left. So he gave me like half a scoop. I'm not kidding. Maybe 7 pieces of steak on my
And they're
on the
chopped up
entire bowl.
small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, can I have some more steak? And he just looks at me and he goes, I can't give you more steak unless you want me to charge you more for it. And I looked at him, and I'm not usually one to do this because
Yeah.
I'm people. I looked at him. I said, "Are you kidding me?" And I just sat there and stared at him for it felt like a long time. It was probably like 10 seconds. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And he didn't say anything. He just looked at me like this, and I was like,
Blank
"Oh my
face.
gosh!"
What-
But it was like, "What the frick, dude?" Like
What location did you go to?
the one off College at Antioch. Well, it's like
okay.
College and 69 Highway.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It's one of the worst locations, but it's literally right next to
Other bad
my
location,
office.
the one off 169 Highway. over
Oh
by
yeah,
where
that
the-
one's. I will
that
not
is
go
the
to that one.
absolute worst.
That one's but now I love it because there's one at 151st
Yep,
and Black
that's
Bob,
the one I go
and
to
it's
now.
so much better.
Yeah.
The
Is it?
people there are better.
The goated location, probably in all of the United States. The one in Olathe, Kansas, off 119th and Black Bob. The best location. Food's always hot. They're always quick. There's never a line, anyways. And it's just amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
I mean, it's
not
the
order
original
ahead?
one.
I always order ahead.
No,
whenever
you know
I'm
why I don't
whenever
order-
I'm over in that area,
Oh,
I'm not
right.
thinking about it. It's more of like a last minute decision.
I will never order ahead at Chipotle because the only like 2 times I've ever done it, they've either messed it up or they give you such small
Yep.
portions because you're ordering online and you're not there to say, "Can I have more of that? Can I have more of that?"
Yep.
And I think didn't you say that even been told like people have said like they instruct
workers-
their employees
yeah.
to give you less.
half.
But
They
what's
give
the,
half scoops
What's
of
the
things.
trade-off? I don't have to talk to anyone. I just walk in and take it. It's great.
You could technically just point at everything without talking to anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be quite the experience. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
So
If
Yeah.
you are that concerned about talking to people, then you have other issues.
I have plenty of issues.
no, but for real though, I was pissed.
Yeah.
I was legit.
Totally. I would be
It
too.
sucks because it's literally right next to my
Right.
office.
Right.
It takes maybe 30 seconds for me to drive there and
Yeah.
get something and then drive back to the office and keep working. But the fact that it was so obvious that he didn't want to give me a full scoop because
Yeah.
he's like, I need a little extra in case the next person wants steak.
Totally.
And then, I can't give you more unless you want me to charge you double. I was like, you gave me 7 pieces of steak. This isn't even a normal portion.
Right. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's messed
So
up.
what was the end result? Did he give you more steak?
No, because I didn't want to pay double for a normal freaking
Yeah.
scoop. And
He
there was a
held
huge
his
line
ground?
behind me. And I was like, I don't want to be that guy, but I was very tempted to be like, all right, where's your manager? Because this is ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
dude, you're being a dick. Like,
Right.
what
Yeah.
the
That's.
frick?
Because that's not even a full scoop.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
You know
I was
that
pissed.
there's large issues at Chipotle when they're having their CEO come out and being like, "We pride ourselves on giving extra large portions
Yeah,
of
exactly.
everything and big scoops of stuff," and then it didn't change
Honestly,
anything.
that's why I like the 119th location
Yeah.
because if you ask them, most of the time they're just like, yeah, sure, boom.
It's the OG location.
Yep. And I think that employees care too much about saving money, saving product for the company that they work at. If you're making minimum wage or even a little more than minimum wage, who cares? This isn't my product. You want a little more? Here you go.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I had that happen like when I worked at AMC and people were being like, oh, can I get like a refill on this or whatever? I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Just do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Like, literally doesn't affect me. I love that
So I have
so
a
much.
short rant. It's not going to be very long.
Yeah. Well, used to that.
Yeah. And maybe you were there when I was talking to mom and dad about yesterday.
Keep going.
I think there needs to be some kind of regulation or rule set in place to where people have to take driving tests more frequently once they get to a certain age. Maybe that's in their 70s. I don't know what the exact number should be.
100%.
But it has to be yearly or every other year. And I think maybe it ramps up. Maybe when you're in your 70s, it's every 2 to 3 years. When you get closer to the end of your 70s, it's every year.
Yeah.
But it has to be more frequent because there are too many people, elderly people on the road that in a 35 mile an hour speed zone, they can't even go 25.
Yep.
And it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
So I think once you hit 70, it should be every year.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Because,
I'm fine with that.
Because after 70, like, you could like lose a lot of mobility very quickly.
Yeah,
it's true.
And their reaction
given
times
year.
aren't as good. It's just they are so likely to cause wrecks. And there needs to be a study on like how
what age? Like,
there just needs to be a study on like what the ages are from wrecks that are happening.
I understand
and who's at fault.
I understand like the flip side of it. I'm not looking forward to the day when I lose my independence and lose freedoms.
No
like
one
that.
wants to. Yep.
I totally get it.
So, but I'm not saying it's not a reason to do it. It's just like I do understand that losing your independence in that way, having other people have to take care of you after you've spent the last 50 to 60 years of your life doing things on your own. But at the same time, it is like at that point,
It's
safety.
a hazard.
I totally get it. There are people that go through those kind of decisions all the time. Professional athletes, when they're trying to decide, can I even keep playing? That's really hard on them too, because they're even younger. They're like in their 30s and they're thinking, I can't do this anymore. They're just things like decisions that people have to go through. And I'm not going to try to make old people not feel bad about it just because. And I think the people that are genuinely healthy and can drive normally at those ages, they should be more than happy to be like, I'm fine to go do it because I know I'm fit for it.
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But I've seen it way too many times. It's happened to me where I'm going through an intersection and an old person just pulls out as I'm going through the intersection all slow, and they're always way down like this, and they just or on the reverse side, they're coming to intersections and slowing down 15 miles an hour slower just in case the light turns yellow.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that'll boil my blood a little bit. That gets me really heated for sure. I will say the flip side of that for what Jeff was talking about too is almost like a some kind of option or assistance for them that can help for like, because you think basically like
self-driving cars,
income based or something like that, something that can help them, because there are some people that are in like their 70s or even 80s that are working, they don't have any family around them and they don't have any money, so like to get around they have to be able to get to work, and so can we have options that can help them out?
I mean, there are also, but you have to remember there are also people that are a lot younger who they've had something happen to where now they're disabled and can't drive, and they have to figure it out themselves too.
Totally.
And they have a lot longer of their life to figure it out.
Definitely.
So like, it's not just the elderly that have like it's we can't treat it that much differently to where it's like, well, you know, they're older. I mean, come on.
Right.
I don't want to be on the road with people like that.
Yeah. Well, Jeff's right on the money. We need just full self-driving cars for everyone and make it really hard to get a driver's license. Because
I wasn't saying
think
that.
a lot of people can't drive. Jeff, I'm in agreement with you, baby. Like you were trying
I
to
agree.
say,
There's a lot of people that can't drive. I was saying self-driving cars for people that
I was
just
thinking it
physically
like a
can't.
couple steps further.
Yeah, I know you were. But what's your hot take?
Yeah, my hot take is people who say The Office is bad are just a bunch of losers. They're trying to
Yep.
they need to think that they're cool, right? Because
Yep.
no one cared about The Office until everyone loved it. Then all of a sudden you have people coming out and be like, "Oh, The Office is bad." There's no good humor in it. It's such lowbrow comedy. No one it's so lame. People who like The Office just can't handle real comedy, stuff like that.
Yeah.
A bunch of idiots and losers that have to try to appear cool. It is so dumb.
I agree. It always happens to the goats.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
I'm going to say something, and I know you're going to disagree. It's the same way with Friends.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You agree?
Yeah, same way.
Yeah,
Yep, same
Friends
way
was
with
good.
Friends. People had
and
to
people
put
are
down
like, oh,
Friends.
people are like, oh, laugh track this, laugh track that. They didn't have laugh tracks because it was all live recordings. Those were genuinely people laughing.
Oh, with signs that say "laugh now."
Who knows? But they
Maybe,
were
But-
actually laughing.
But so yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
I don't care laugh tracks. Like it's just part of the show. Like,
and
who
it's
cares?
funny. Like
you
that's,
can adjust to it pretty quickly.
I just don't even notice it.
Right, that's what I mean.
And once you get used to it, have you ever watched? So they do these tests on like YouTube and stuff where they'll show you the scene with a laugh track, and then they'll show you a scene without it, and it's like, holy crap, that's like a different show. It's so weird because you're like
totally.
used
I
to
have
it,
seen that,
and then
yeah.
there's just nothing, and you're like, should I laugh
Totally.
yet? Should
Yeah.
Right.
It like helps you. Like even I don't know if it's like this for you guys, but when you're watching, like when I was showing you those reels earlier before we started. I will laugh 10 times harder if I'm sitting next to someone laughing at it
Yeah.
together than if I'm just
Totally.
by myself. Now, sometimes
yeah.
I'll laugh
It's
at
just-
it like till I'm
Right.
crying by myself. But
Well, it's-
normally it's just funnier with other people.
Right. That's why there's a difference between watching a comedian live,
Right.
and then you watch the
Yeah.
same sketch or
Netflix
whatever,
special.
right, on Netflix or whatever,
Right.
and you're like, oh, I'm not laughing as hard as I was when I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. With people around you, you just
Yep.
lose it.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
that's when you see those videos of people. You're like, okay, you're laughing too hard.
Yeah.
But
The
when
Office-
you're there, you're right in the middle
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
I agree. The Office it's the GOAT. Like it's the best show ever.
Yep.
In large part because of Steve Carell. But
He's so freaking
he's
funny,
just such a
dude.
good actor.
Yeah.
Just in all ways, he's so good.
He is great. I love Steve Carell. Okay, I saw this online, and I wanted to see if you guys could do it. You breathe and exhale, get all of the air out of your lungs, and then try to scream.
Yeah.
I hate this. I've never tried to do it. Okay.
All right, here we go. Oh my god.
Let me try again because I feel like I could have got more air out.
He's gonna pass out. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Not our finest hour. Tune in next week for some more great content. We'll see you later.
My head hurts.